Hello acrobats, my name is Jacob Brown.
And I'm Debbie Collis, and today we want to show you guys how to do whirlygigs.
Whirlygigs is one of those washing machines which I would call a fundamental washing machines. There's like 20 of them. There's hundreds of washing machines altogether, but there's probably 20 which I would consider really important, really useful ones that everyone should learn, and whirlygigs is one of them.
It's a really beautiful washing machine. You get to spin around on one leg while your other leg is stretched out wide, and you'll see it's really cool looking.
Yeah, we like to teach this one because it's in many of our long symmetrical washing machines. It's really versatile and it's really pretty. And we find it's really tricky too. It's really hard for people to learn, so we wanted to give people an edge by making a tutorial video.
Cool, we hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah. We start by getting into a front throne.
I hook my legs in the front.
Yeah, and the first thing I want to say is where to put your feet in your flyer's knees. You don't want your foot to be really far forward. Like, for example, this would be wrong. It's wrong because there's too much foot in her knee and she can't close very good. So I have to get my foot pretty far back, and it's so far back that you can't even see my pinky toe. And most of her weight are on the balls of my feet. They're really far up in the front where my toes are. And I gotta show you another wrong way to do this. Yeah, don't do thrones like this. Because you have much less stability if you've got feet this far in. You always want to put feet in the knee pits, way over here. And we're going to do all of our whirligig steps this way. Okay, so now we're going to do some stability drills. Debbie is going to push herself up on one foot and then the other foot. You won't be able to do the whirligig unless you can do this.
So I'm pushing myself up high with the foot that is wrapped, and then I'm lifting the other one up. And then here I'm hooking, I'm shifting my weight over, and I'm pushing myself up high. Like, I don't want to be down here, I want to push up, and then I can unwrap and let the other leg go. You don't have to hold it for a long time. Just make sure that you can hold it on one side for a few seconds.
So next step is you turn a bit further. Try to get to here and hold this position. And then come back. Hold that position again. You want to say what you're doing, babe?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm making sure I have my weight over this knee, and then I can unhook, and I'm just lifting my back leg up by using my lower back. I'm also really trying to hold my chest up high, make it nice and pretty. Woo, they get a little twisty.
And I have to make sure that I'm putting my pinky toe in her knee pit whenever I catch her. I have to come up from behind and help open her up and turn her so I can get my foot in the right place.
It's really easy for me to want to sink my chest and drop down right here. Like, it's easy to do this. I'm really fighting hard to lift up and lift my leg up.
Here's another drill. You're going to cross a leg. And here's a trick. You see how I'm grabbing her foot right here? This will add much more extra stability. This is an especially important thing to do when you're first starting this, because what can happen is her foot can come unhooked and then she'll fall off. So I can put a hand here and she'll stay hooked and she has more stability. So you can practice holding this, and once you feel stable, I want you to try swivels like this. And if you're feeling good, you can take a hand away. And now we're going to do this on the other side. And again, you should start with a hand holding her foot. And then if you're feeling good, no hands. You should really have a spotter for this when you're first trying. Okay,
I'm just trying to squeeze really hard and make sure I keep this foot locked.
Now come back to throne. Now we're going to do thinkers from one side to the other side. Do a thinker, come back, thinker, come back.
So at first it's going to look like a lot slower. So first I shift the weight over to this side, and then I'm going to bring my weight over my leg, and then on the way back I'm wrapping my leg right away in the front, and then I'm shifting my weight over right away.
Yeah.
So a little bit faster, it looks like this. You can use your arms to help you.
I'm making sure to put my feet all the way in her knee pits.
Once you get a little bit more comfortable, you can do a straight leg.
And I'm turning her with my whole leg. Like when she comes this way, I turn like this. You guys should practice range of motion with your leg here, because that's what I do. She comes onto my leg, and then you wrap. And this is where this leg, I turn it, my whole leg like this.
Okay, now we're going to show you how to do the whole whirligig, and we're going to go ahead and get set up for it, and we'll show you how to do the spotting. So we go to this pose, and then Jacob starts sliding his foot around, and I bring my knee to the outside of my other ankle. And then I'm able to hook my foot here.
And I can hold on to her foot for extra stability if I want.
And then for spotting, Laura is going to help demonstrate spotting. She's going to stand right here, and she's going to follow my backside the whole time. So she knows that we're going to wind up and go this way. So she's going to stay at my backside until I hook, and we made it.
Yeah. So it's important where the spotter stands. So this is obviously wrong, and we'll show you why.
Ready?
Debbie unwraps, and then Laura either gets kicked or she has to run around this way, and there's no need to do that. When you spot this right, it's on this side, and here, go back over here, and Laura only needs to move a quarter turn. Now we're going to do 3 in a row so you can see what they look like.
And one more thing, I just want to make sure your spotters stay really close right around hips, especially the first several tries, because your foot can like easily come unhooked and then you go back real quick. And it's not that far of a fall, but it would not be good to fall out of this because your head would hit the ground first, most likely. So have your spotters really close right around hips, just be there. Alright, I want to show you guys what one looks like when it does go down. So we'll just show what the spotter does here. We'll get set up. Alright, ready?
Yeah.
Good
Was it cute
spotting,
landing?
Laura. That was so cute.
Okay, we can start working on the wrap now. So first, Debbie pushes up on one leg, and then I put my foot on her thigh here, and then she's going to continue to turn around the back, and then my foot slides. And you want to end up in this position. You can see how one of my foot presses this way and her foot presses that way, and see where our heels are. You want to try to recreate this shape. we're all wound up like a spring now, and we're ready to turn around, and we could go slow. Let's do this extra safe, and I'm going to hold on to her foot, and she's going to spin around. The weight slowly transfers onto this foot here. Yeah, and then we're back here ready to do another one.
And for the wrap, for me, the easiest thing I think of is I'm bringing this knee to the outside of this ankle. So I'm gonna go this pose first, and then right here Jacob has to let me bring my knee down and to the outside of my ankle. And it's easier to reach it if I turn myself towards the back of Jacob. So not only am I not facing just sideways here, I want to be facing this way. Then I can fit my knee through and we make this funky shape right here. And I feel like I have plenty of foot on this leg for this to work, so I'm going to sit back on this foot. Now all my weight is on this foot and I can unwrap. I can take my time. I can go this slow if I want to. And then Jacob catches my leg and he brings it open. That's another thing that really helps. I bring my leg to about here over Jacob's face, and then he catches it and he pulls it open to over here.
Yeah. Can we do 3 in a row?
Yeah.
We're going to do a different angle. This one will show Debbie's back more when we're doing the wrap, you'll see. So I watch my foot. I'm going to slide my foot around and I keep it in her knee pit here. And I'll show you a common mistake that people make. A lot of people, their feet are more like this. And if that happens, let's show what happens. Debbie's going to put her weight onto this foot and then she'll just slide off.
Actually, when I feel not enough foot, I don't even go for it. I feel like, well, that's not going to hold, so I'm not even going to try this crazy turn until I feel his foot in the right place.
Yeah, I really have to externally rotate my foot for this to work. And so try to recreate this angle. I'm really turning it out. And once Debbie puts some weight on it, it's not so much of a strain to turn. And now can we do a couple like this, like 3?
Mm-hmm.
We want to show you another example of something that can go wrong, or this is a common mistake people make when they're first learning, is they'll put, so let's show the wrong way. Like sometimes people do this, and this doesn't work because then I can't turn my foot enough.
And I can't hook my foot.
This knee has to be behind this foot.
Remember, it has to go to the outside of your other ankle, not the inside ankle, but the outside ankle.
Yeah,
and
this is right now.
it's hard to get into this position, but the more you turn yourself this way, the easier it is to turn your knee into place.
Yeah.
So once we're set up here, I initiate this turn and then Jacob is following me right away, and he doesn't hesitate to follow. He's like right on, and we make it one movement from both of us. So I'm getting ready, start going. Let's show you guys what it looks like when Jacob doesn't follow.
So what Debbie's talking about is how much I turn with my leg. In that spin around part, I turn like this. So we'll do another one where I don't help as much.
See, I get to kind of here, and then I'm like, yay.
That's why it's important that you have to swing your flyer. Remember those drills we did at the beginning? You have to be able to turn your flyer like this on your foot.
Your first few whirligigs will probably look just like that until you both start really working together to make that spin happen.
I'm gonna get an angle from my view. So let's do the wrap.
Ready?
We're all ready for the turn, and then she goes. Nice. Can we do 2 more?
Mm-hmm.
Get my foot in her knee pit. Turn. And 1 more. All right, good, babe.